I will be taking on the challenge of beating every single boss that has been seen in Call of Duty Zombies. Not including non-Treyarchs, because I believe they don't really add a lot of value to that part of the game. They don't really have too many boss enemy types. So just Treyarch Zombies exclusively, since they did a very good job at this. I want to make it very clear that what I'm classifying as a boss zombie is they can either spawn in with the zombies themselves, they have their own special round attached to it, or it's not a one-time event. So anything that is a boss fight, a lot of like the Black Ops 3 maps, the Rise of Drags, Zetsubo, Grodd, and Revelations, they all had like one-time boss fights. I'm not counting that. Without further ado, let's move on to our very first boss enemy we've ever seen in Zombies. Now, this boss enemy is going to be the Hellhound, the very, very first one that's ever been seen. And to be honest, it is kind of like the most generic and basic thing you can go for outside of just a normal zombie, normal human, normal person, whatever, however you want to say it. That's kind of like the thing you would think of other than a human. What would be kind of a zombie type, or you know, you get my point. Now the Hellhounds are so iconic that nearly every single map has Hellhounds or a variation of what the Hellhounds are. Now essentially what their point is to give you kind of like a an easy round. They're not too hard to kill. You get free ammo. It's kind of like, here, take a break, get some ammo, and then go back to the killing spree. So it's definitely a very nice addition that they did to Zombies. I would say that if I didn't do it, I don't even think Zombies would be the same, because they are literally the most iconic enemy type we've ever seen in Zombies. Now, they don't appear until about round 5, 6, or 7, so I do kind of have to progress a little bit before I do see my first few. Oh! Hallelujah! We got the best weapon in this game. Oh, we got him. Okay. So the first time we ever seen these dogs, we see that fog rolls in, and it kind of was scary. I didn't actually play this game when it came out, so I didn't know how it felt to see dogs for the first time. But on this game, they are terrifying. They are very fast. They 3-hit kill you, and they're kind of tanky. In every game going past this, they kind of are just kind of literally a breathe around. I know I said earlier that it's kind of like a round where you just take a break, get some ammo. But on this game, it's kind of the opposite. It's like, well, you better be prepared or else you're going to die. But that was the dogs, though. It was a very fast round, as I said. You know, I couldn't even finish what I was saying before the round is over. But yeah, now we can move on to Black Ops 1, which definitely has a lot of enemy types to cover. So here we are in BO1, and if some of you are confused as to why I'm on this map instead of Kino der Toten, that is simply because 5 also introduced Nova Crawlers alongside the Pentagon Thief as well. A lot of people might say that Kino introduced Nova Crawlers and 5 didn't technically introduce them, but 5 actually did introduce them, so why not just kill 2 birds with 1 stone and just tackle both of these bosses in one map? May as well. This makes life easier. I do have to get down to the power room though before either of them spawn. So I'll see you in 3, 2, 1. And just like that, we got down here to the power. I'm gonna go ahead and turn this on. Now the Nova Crawlers, they do, I think, spawn in the roof or something. I can't remember. They drop down from somewhere. I think in these vents or something. I'm not quite sure. I did hear them spawn in, so I don't know if they're actually in the map yet or if they're on their way. Oh, here's one. So yeah, these guys are kind of like crawlers. You know, they walk on all 4s. And when you actually kill them, they blow up in a Nova gas. Like that. And this can blind you. Now, from my knowledge, I believe those things in the zombie storyline are actually mutated pigs. There's a picture on screen now of like the picture that has been seen in Zombies. So that kind of gives you an indication that they are mutated pigs. In my opinion, I believe that they are I guess an okay addition to Zombies. They definitely make it way different, because instead of having to just focus on zombies, you also have to focus on enemies that are crawling on the ground, and it can be very annoying to deal with them because they're not the same height. Makes a whole lot more variety to the game. But now I have to wait till the Pentagon Thief spawns in, and he's kind of like not necessarily random, but it's similar to the dogs where he spawns in on certain rounds. So I'm just gonna have to wait until he spawns in. Oh, he's spawning in. Okay, maybe I should have bought another weapon. So he does spawn in right there, and he is kind of like a mad scientist. And when you start shooting him, he will chase you. And the unique thing about this dude is he does steal your weapons. He at least steals one of them, and he is very fast. Yeah, okay. Oh no, that was a very terrible decision. I don't have any ammo in this thing. Oh no. Now I gotta try and kill him. Oh, I killed him. Okay, I was able to knife him. Now when you kill him, you do get a free fire sale, your gun back, and a max ammo. However, if you do kill him before he takes a weapon, you actually get a bonfire sale, which makes Pack-a-Punch only 1,000 points, which is one of the best drops ever made in Zombies. It's kind of insane, but it's only on this map. But now we can move on to our next map. So I'll see you guys in Ascension. So now we're in Ascension, and similar to how I had to turn on power in 5, I also have to do the same thing in this map. So now, not too much to show in the early rounds. I'm just going to skip to when I am able to turn on power. Now we got the power on, and it's a matter of just waiting for them to spawn in now. Again, similar to the dogs, they did kind of a reoccurring theme throughout most of the maps where they're going to spawn in around 5, 6, or 7. So I just got to wait for them to spawn in. I got to hope I get a good weapon as well, because they're definitely not easy to kill. Well, that's definitely a weapon. Okay, then. Okay, we got them. Now, I realized that I didn't actually say what they were, but they are space monkeys. They do fall from the sky. Some of them will spawn up there. Some of them will spawn down here. But they go after your perks, so they will try to take your perks away. And here they are. They're very small. They're pretty easy to kill in early rounds, but they get some insane amount of health later on. Now, a feature that I actually didn't know for a long time, some of you might not know, that actually, play the game, is that they throw grenades back at you. So if you throw one at them, they'll just throw it right back at you. Oh, Now, if you do kill all of them before they even touch one of your perks, you do get a free perk. And it's very easy if you only have one perk to defend. So like that, I got a free perk. I got stamina up. It's actually pretty good. But those are the space monkeys. They are very tedious to deal with in later rounds, but overall, I think they're a very good addition since you can get free perks out of them. But now we can move on to Call of the Dead. So this map is very interesting. I do want to turn off fog so I can actually see what I'm doing. Now, the zombie boss on this map is actually George Romero. He does spawn in right here. He's going to come up in a second. There he is. There is my boy George Romero. Now, this is very interesting. I believe this was Treyarch's take on trying to remove camping in zombies, because this dude is an absolute tank. He has a total of 250,000 health on solo, and if you're a 4 player, he has 1 million. So every player adds 250,000 health onto him. And I believe he has the most raw amount of health out of any boss. I'm not too certain about that because other bosses exponentially get their health increased more and more. But if we're talking about raw health, this dude can get the most, I believe. Now, you might be wondering, how am I even going to kill him? Because you can actually kill him, by the way. I do have to get a weapon out of the mystery box. There's 4 different ones that I can try and get that are really effective at taking him out. So I'm just going to have to see if I can get one of those first and also pack a punch it. Because if I don't, I really won't be able to even do any damage to this dude. Oh, we got the wonder weapon. Okay, this is very good against him. I want to get PhD, though, before I accidentally blow myself up with this thing. And now I got PhD, and I just have to dump all of the ammo of this thing right into him. Sounds a little weird, but I gotta take a huge dump on this man. Okay, I use all the ammo, and he has to be really low. Or, no, he still has a good amount of health. You can tell by the light on his, I think it's a studio light he's holding. I have literally no clue. Oh, max ammo. Okay, yeah, now we can do it. Oh, we killed him. Okay. So when you actually kill this dude, you get a free perk and a free death machine. However, if you do the Easter egg, like I did, you get a free Wonder Waff, which is, I would think, the best drop we've ever seen in zombies, because it's an infinite damage wonder weapon that you get for defeating the boss in the map. Now, he does actually come back, like, a full round later, so I think he'd come back on, like, round 10, I believe. So it's not like it's a one-and-done thing. You can kill him until you get all your perks, until you can, get the Wonder Waff as many times as you want. And I would say he's a great addition. He's just an amazing addition. Now, we can move on to our next map, which is Shangri-La. So unlike the previous 3 maps we just did, I don't have to turn on power to get the boss zombies to spawn in. And those 2 being the Screecher and the Napalm Zombie. I'm not too sure if it's called the Screecher. I think it's called the Screaker. So I don't know. We just have to wait till one of them to spawn in. It's all RNG based, so I could honestly get one over and over, and the other one could never spawn in. But I guess we'll find out. Oh, I can also show off these dudes as well. There's also zombie monkeys in this map. They're not technically, like, a boss. They don't really fit the criteria of this video. Well, they are kind of unique because they do take your drops away that zombies give, and they can change them. You can also get a free perk out of these dudes as well. I mean, you can also kill them. Bro did not live long. Oh, the Screeker spawn. This guy right here. So he is very fast. I want to make sure I don't die. It's kind of similar to the Hellhound, how it's like a faster zombie, but he wasn't really weaker. Also, as you can see, my screen is kind of going all blurry. Kind of like screams at you and makes your vision all blurry and stuff. So it's not too hard to deal with this guy because they do kind of just have the same health as a normal zombie. So it's not like they have a lot of health to deal with or anything. It's just kind of a nuisance, if anything. I wouldn't even say that they're really a great addition. They're just kind of there to be there. Oh, I can also show how the monkeys take the drops. Just got a carpenter here. Whenever one comes by. There we go. See, he just changes the drop. See, I got a free double points out of that. The way to actually get a perk out of those is if they take a max ammo. Oh, napalm spawned. So the napalm is interesting. He's very slow, as you can tell, but my screen is also on fire. So he does a lot of fire damage to you. And this dude, he has a lot more health than a normal zombie, but as long as you have the right weapons, he can easily die. And as you see, he also has fire that gets stuck to the ground when you kill him, and that also kills all the zombies as well. Doesn't say that forever, but he can be used in good and bad ways. If you don't have Jug, you're probably going to instantly die if he blows up near you. But if you have Jug and blow him up in the right way, you know, you can kill a lot of zombies with him. That's actually how some people get to higher and higher rounds of this map, is by using the napalm zombie to kill the zombies. But that was the 2 on Shangri-La. And now move on to our last BO1 map, which definitely has a very, very unique boss. Okay, now we're on Moon. I do want to try and leave as fast as possible whenever that opens. I don't want to stay here. Now, we are on the map now, and I just gotta wait for the astronaut to spawn in. It's kind of like an astronaut zombie type of thing. I don't know if he spawns in right away, or if it's within, like, the first few rounds. But I guess we'll find out. Oh, here he is. As you see, he has a random generator name above him. I think on Xbox, or I guess PlayStation as well, he had a name of someone from your friends list, which is kind of funny sometimes. But this dude, I'm just gonna show this for the purpose of the video. When he grabs you, he takes a random perk. Obviously, he's gonna take Quick Revive when he teleports me. Now, this boss is interesting because he can die really easily. Yeah, there we go. Just under 2 clips of the M14 to kill him. And he might not seem like a strong boss, but every time you kill him and he comes back, he gets more and more health. So I believe he can have the most amount of health if you kill him enough times out of any zombie. He is very easy to manage though, so it's not too difficult to deal with. Now, there is one more boss I want to show on this map. Some of you that know this map might not even know what the hell I'm talking about. But that is actually the teleporting Nova Crawlers. Now, I gotta head over to Power to actually get to those guys. Okay, we made it to Power. I just have to go right up in here and open this door. This is kind of like the lab area. Now, I don't know if they're gonna spawn right away. I'm not sure how their spawn is determined. I guess we'll see in a second. Oh, here's one. So at first, they look like a normal Nova Crawler, but you give it a second, and they teleport. And that's kind of it. I mean, I already talked about them in 5, but these dudes are very obnoxious on this map, because they can kill you pretty easily if you're not paying attention. But that was all the boss zombies on BO1. We can now move on to my favorite zombie game, which is Black Ops 2. Oh, we got Misty on the first try. Let's go, dude. Now, we tragically have to play Transit. I would say that it only really has one boss zombie. The other one, well, to be honest, it's just a nuisance. There's not really anything hard about it. And, well, if you know the map, you know what I'm talking about. They are just fucking terrible. Okay, so quickly, I have to turn off the fog so I can actually show these dudes. There we go. So if I go out here, they're gonna start spawning in. They're called denizens, if you don't know. They literally are the weirdest fucking thing ever. They are like hairless monkeys, essentially. Like, they are actually the weirdest thing ever. Like, just look at this thing on screen. What is this? If anyone has an answer, I'd like to know. Because I have literally no clue what these things are. But the other boss zombie in this map I have to, I guess, spawn in, sort of, is the Avogadro. I do have to turn on power to get him to activate his spawn, I guess. He doesn't spawn in right away. Oh, what is this, man? I have not made it to power. And brace your eyes, or whatever you have to do, because this room, I think it says it all. Fuck, this shit is bright, man. And I'm gonna turn on the power, and this thing in the middle will slowly rise, and you actually notice that there is something inside of it, and that is actually the Avogadro. There he is. He's kind of just twitching out. He's busting the move in there. I don't know what he's doing. Now, the Avogadro, he has very certain conditions that he needs to be able to spawn in, and one of those is the sky has to be lit up with electricity. Wow, okay. It has to be lit up with lightning. Now, I don't know if there's anything else that needs to be happening for him to spawn in. I literally have no clue. I don't know. Again, I don't play Transit. I would not know these things. So I'm just gonna have to wait until he spawns in. Did he finally spawn in? Yes! Oh my god, I had to kill a zombie, or I had to end the round while there's a lightning storm. That shit was actually so hard. But here he is. It's kind of like a ball of lightning I saw before. It's kind of just like a living EMP. And the way to kill him is actually melee him. So as long as you have the Galvan Knuckles, he will be a 2-hit. God, he is so annoying to deal with. Bro, he's just stupid. I don't know what Shark was thinking. I already killed him, and he comes back later on. So he's not like a one-time deal type of thing. One of the worst zombie bosses that's ever been introduced. Well, we didn't get Misty, which is a little unfortunate. But this map introduced the jumping jacks. It's kind of just like a different variation of the Nova Crawlers. And I mean, I guess they're okay. They're not like the greatest thing ever. Again, they're round 5, 6 to 7 type of deal. They kind of like a different variation of the Hellhound, if you will. So I just kind of have to wait for them to spawn in. Oh, we got him. Okay, I have to place on my trample steam. If you're wondering why this is, if you have 100% accuracy while you kill these dudes, you will get a free perk. And an easy way around that is either meleeing them to death or using a trample steam. So it's very, very easy, and they just jump around everywhere. So they're very annoying to deal with if you don't have perks or if you don't really know how to work around them. But, I mean, they're kind of a joke, to be honest. I would say the only good thing about them is that they don't spawn in with the normal zombies, and they give you a free perk. And I got who's too. Okay. Okay. So now we're on Mob of the Dead, and the boss zombie we're going to be trying to take out on this map is Brutus. It's kind of like the warden of the map, and I have no idea if there is a specific way to actually spawn him in. It's never consistent with the way he does. I know the guaranteed way is to go into the bridge, but that is going to take way too long. So I'm just going to have to try and hope that he just spawns in naturally. Oh, he's spawning in. Okay. Can I open this door? Yes. Okay, so here's Brutus. He's kind of a really armored zombie. Has a baton and kind of chases you around. Now, if you shoot him enough, he releases a smoke bomb. And not really any zombies do this, or any boss zombies do this, and he actually like releases the smoke bomb itself. Like if you go in theater mode, you could actually like see the canister he uses there. Though he's very easy to take out if you have the right I just killed him, but barely even trying. If you have the right weapons, really easy to kill. He gives you a lot of points, and he's all around just an amazing boss. The only downside is that he shakes his shit out of your screen when he walks around, so that could probably give you a headache sometimes. But that was Brutus. We can now move on to one of the more scary boss zombies you've seen in zombies. Okay, here we are on Buried, and the witches are what we're going to be covering. They're very interesting boss zombies. They don't even really fit the criteria of the video. You get to choose when they spawn in, essentially. So it's like you have total control over them, which is very nice. Now I do have to get over to the witch's house, which is over there. I'm gonna need to progress a little bit in the map. I don't really know how long this is gonna take though. Okay, now we can go to the witch's house, and oh boy. When I was younger, I used to be so terrified of this place, because when you come in here, the sound is kind of a little eerie, and these witches just look lifeless. Like, look at these witches. They look dead inside. I mean, I guess they are kind of dead inside. Now, the thing is, if they touch you, they take 2,000 points. I know it just said 370, but that's just because of how many points I had. But every time they touch you, 2,000 points gone. So if you don't know how they spawn, you can basically lose all of your points in an instant, which is very terrible. Now, they of course have a positive to them, because why would they only be negative? Like, it would just be kind of stupid to do that. Now, when you leave the back of the house, kill the rest of them, they give you a free perk. And I got Jug. I don't even have power on. Wow. Okay. That's interesting. But that was the witches. They're definitely one of my more favorites, and honestly, I think in general, better boss zombies you've seen, because you can control their spawns, you get a free perk, they're very easy to take out. They're just great bosses. There's really no downsides to them. So now finally, our final zombie boss on Black Ops 2. I'm gonna say it is the best one in Black Ops 2, even though it's not that easy to kill. He can absolutely fucking destroy you if you're not prepared, but that being the Panzer. Now, I know for sure that he spawns around 8, so I'm not gonna have to be waiting around until, like, he spawns in, like Brutus, for example. So I'm just gonna skip to when he spawns in. Okay, we made it to round 8. I just have to wait for this guy to spawn in. And I feel that the Panzer is one of the best bosses that balance out any map. Like, it is so perfectly balanced in the Origins, because you have really overpowered weapons like the staffs, but you also have a crazy boss zombie to counter them. Of course, he's not going to be able to survive that long if you have a staff, but here he is right here. He's a really, really armored zombie, and the only way to really kill him is to just put as many bullets as you can into him. He's kind of just an absolute tank. Now, if you don't have the right weapons, you're probably gonna die. So this dude definitely is not to be taken lightly at all. Now, he can also grab you. He has a claw on his on his left side. You saw he just tried to grab me. And his right side is a flamethrower. I don't really want to get too close to him, because he can kill you pretty damn easily. Oh, as you see, he's using a flamethrower, and he almost just tried to grab me. And if he grabs you, he just pulls you in and cooks you alive, essentially. Now, he does come back in Black Ops 3 into Reisendrach, and instead of him having the claw to grab you, he has a stun attack, so he shoots a projectile that stuns you, which is a lot more annoying than this one on BO2. But that was all the boss zombies on Black Ops 2. So we can now move on to Black Ops 3. So now on to Shadows, and this is going to be our map so far that has the most bosses to cover. That being the Keepers, the Parasites, the Meatballs. Yes, meatballs. And the Margwa. And the first thing we can cover is the Keepers, which spawned on the first ritual. Now, the Keepers, they're kind of like whatever. They're these things. I mean, they do a lot of damage very fast. They hit you very, very quick, but they're very weak enemies. They're never strong. They're kind of like just there to be there, like as a filler for these rituals and stuff. Same thing on Revelations. Also on those rituals are just kind of there to be there. They're not too crazy or anything. Now the next boss I can cover is the Margwa. Should spawn in any second now. Yep. Here he is. Now, it can be argued that this boss is a lot better than the Panzer because it gives you a shit ton of more points. But honestly, the Panzer and the Margwa are probably the top 2 best bosses we've ever seen in zombies because they just fit the maps they're in so damn well. They're like the perfect balance of a challenge in a map. And the Margwa, the only way you can kill him is shooting the mouths when they're open like this. And to be honest, he's not too hard to kill. However, on the super late rounds, he gets very, very hard to kill. Now, of course, I can already kill him. It's not too hard. He's so damn loud in my ears. And also, when you shoot on his heads, he creates the parasites here. Now, these parasites, they are kind of annoying. They're just a different variation of the Hellhound. And if you're not prepared, they can kill you pretty damn quick. Especially if there's a lot of them. They can shoot all their acid or whatever they shoot very, very fast and down you super easily. Of course, I still have to get to like round 10, 11, or 12 to see the meatballs for the first time. Oh, we got him. Okay. So, the meatballs, I mean, they're, you know, there's not really much to say. They're just balls of meat. Like, look at these dudes. They just roll at you and explode. That's it. The only thing I can think of that people might not know about these is that their actual name of them is Insanity Elementals, if you didn't know. Kind of a stupid name. I don't know why they couldn't just call them meatballs because they're literally just meatballs. I mean, they're not hard to take out, but they can be very annoying. Yeah, that was Shadows. We're gonna move on to Zetsubo no Shima. Okay, so Zetsubo only has 2 boss zombies to cover, those being the spiders and the thrashers. Now, they're both kind of just, you know, whatever. The spiders are just a different variation of the Hellhound from World at War. And the thrashers, well, they're probably the worst boss zombie we've ever seen in zombies because they're just fucking terrible. Oh, I got the spider round. Okay. So as I said, the spiders are just a different variation of the Hellhound. And here they are. I mean, they really fit the Zetsubo aesthetic. They can be quite annoying, but they're very easy to kill. So I wouldn't even really say there's many downsides to this thing at all. I mean, they can block off certain areas of the map. I don't know if it'll show right here, but they can essentially take any door right here and kind of web it up if it'll come near me. Like, this bro just does not want to come near me. I guess bro didn't want to do it. Bro was bashful. Oh, wait, we got a Thrasher to spawn. Okay. So here he is. He's very slow until you actually shoot him, then he gets angry. Or, yeah, I guess you gotta shoot him a little bit more than just once. But the only way to really kill this guy is if you shoot the spores on his body. The early rounds, he's very easy to kill. Later rounds, he's nearly impossible to kill. And they give absolutely nothing. No points. I guess that's really all you'd really want out of a boss. Yeah, no, it gives no points, no parts, no nothing. It is just the most useless and annoying boss out there. And another one spawning, of course. Why not, right? But now we can move on to God Krovi. Some of you might get confused when I say that there's 3 different bosses on this map. The first 2 are very obvious. The Valkyrie and the Manglers. Now, the third one, it technically isn't really a boss because, you know, it spawns from the Valkyries, but those being the electric zombies. I don't even know if that should really be counted, but just because of those nerds in the comments, I'm gonna do it. Because those Mr. Know-It-All people, I'm gonna satisfy you, okay? That sounds weird, but just ignore what I said, alright? I didn't say that. You didn't hear me say it. Let's move on with our day. Okay, so I've kind of decided that I'm going to forcibly spawn in a Mangler doing this. The Dragon Code kind of cylinder thing. I don't know what you'd really call it. And this is kind of like a defense lockdown. Now, I'm pretty sure that it forcibly spawns a Mangler. Oh, you can see him right there. His left hand is a claw, and his right hand is a cannon. So as long as you shoot off that cannon, he will die pretty much. Oh god. Yeah, you gotta have the right weapons as well to kill him, or else it's gonna take a while to kill him. So yeah, here's another one. Shoot off the arm. Or not. Nope. Okay, he died. I would say he's a pretty good addition to this map. He really only fits this map in particular. Now, he does come back in Cold War, but I don't care enough to cover him in that game. We still cover the Valkyries, though. I don't know if they will spawn during this lockdown or not, but I guess we'll find out. Here's a Valkyrie, and they're kind of like robotic hellhounds, like, I guess. They can get very strong in the later rounds. I don't know if I'll really be able to show the electric zombie during this lockdown sequence, because they kind of have to be off on their own terms, and you can't really be near them for them to spawn the electric zombie. So I'll just have to wait till an actual Valkyrie round happens. Oh, okay, we got the Valkyrie round. I gotta head back to the actual map. I don't want to be here. Now let's see if we can get one to spawn in. I see them. So here's the electric zombies. They kind of like act like the Avogadro in a way, except they don't have range attacks. When you shoot them, they just kind of blow up in electricity and kind of stun you for a second. They're kind of just like a normal zombie, except they just stun you. That's literally it for those. Now there's only one more boss zombie to cover on this game, and to be honest, they're kind of a joke. Now the boss zombie I'm talking about is the Furies. They're kind of like a big Nova Crawler in a way, sort of, except they don't blow up in gas. They should spawn in this first ritual. Yep, here they are, right here. They're kind of dumb. They can teleport towards you. I don't think they'd do it here in the first ritual, but they're kind of stupid. They serve no purpose. They're just annoying. And that was all the boss zombies on BO3. There's a lot more, but if you think that was a lot, just wait to BO4. Because, oh boy, there is a lot. Okay, so now tragically, we have to play Voyage of Despair on BO4. And get ready for this, because in total, there's 6 different boss enemies to cover on this map. The Electric Catalyst, Poison Catalyst, Fire Catalyst, Water Catalyst, the Stoker, and the Blightfather. It is a mouthful, and I believe all the Catalyst zombies, they kind of spawn in, like, after you get the Sentinel Artifact turned on, I think. So they're kind of, like, randomized. Again, not too sure. I don't play BO4 enough to know that information. The Stoker, I believe, spawns on round 10, and the Blightfather, I think, spawns round 15 or so. So, in that general area, it's kind of later. So I will be on this map for a little longer than I would like to, but, you know, I don't really got a choice, not do I? I really don't. Okay, I got the Sentinel Artifact on. Now it's just a matter of time until one of the catalysts spawn in. I gotta hope all 4 of them spawn in frequently because they're all very annoying to deal with. Oh, a Fire Catalyst spawned. I didn't even realize. Okay. He kind of is similar to the Napalm Zombie from BO1, if you remember that guy. Except your screen doesn't go on fire when he gets near you. However, this dude does explode when he gets near you. He doesn't kill you, but when he gets close to you, he blows up, as you see, and he can take a very good chunk of your health out. Other than him exploding and taking away health, that's all he really does. Okay, I believe another one just spawned. Is it the Water Catalyst? Yeah, there he is. So the Water Catalyst, he kind of boosts the other zombies, gives them more health, more speed. Oh, there's 2 of them. Okay. Yeah, they don't necessarily, like, attack you. They kind of just boost the other zombies around them, give them buffs and all that. So they're quite annoying, especially on the high rounds. They make the zombies extremely hard to kill. But as long as you can take them out quickly, they're kind of just a joke. They're not really, not too big of a deal either. Oh, a Stoker spawned. Okay, here he is. He throws fireballs at you and can slowly damage you over time. It's very stupid. I'm gonna be honest. A lot of these Black Ops 4 zombie bosses are kind of stupid. Now, if you're not prepared, this guy can kill you very quick. But as long as you have, like, the Hammer of Valhalla or just your special ability in general, he kind of just dies. And if you also have the Wonder Weapon, he also just kind of dies. Oh, is this the Poison Catalyst? Oh, he is. Okay. So really the only thing that the Poison Catalyst does is damage you when you're near him. And he does only 5 damage every, like, few seconds. This dude is probably the weakest and most pointless boss zombie in this game. Oh, we got a lightning catalyst. I already forgot what it's called. I don't think it's called lightning catalyst. I don't know. This dude is kind of like the Screecher from Shangri-La. All this dude does is kind of just shoot lightning at you and blinds you for a few seconds. Yeah, they're kind of pointless. Oh, we got a Blightfather. I want to pull out my Hammer of Valhalla so I don't die. Now, here he is. You're going to have to take a quick glimpse because I don't want to die. Now, this dude has a lot of health, so you kind of have to use your special ability to really even kill him or have a healing on salvo. Yeah, that took a while to actually kill that dude. I would say he's one of the most difficult bosses in Black Ops 4, maybe even in zombies in general, just because of the health scaling and how shitty weapons can be in this game. But now we can move on to the next map, which is going to be 9, and that one's going to be very, very quick. Okay, so on 9, we only have 2 to cover, being the Marauder and the Tigers. Now, I'm for sure going to get one of the 2 right when I hit this summon a champion thing. Is it Tigers or Marauder? Oh, it's a Marauder. Okay. So here they are. There's actually 2 variants of this dude. You have this one that has basically claws on both of his hands. He jumps at you and tries to kill you. He can kill you instantly if you actually let him, like, jump on top of you. And the other variant throws axes at you. So that one's a lot more manageable. I mean, both of them are pretty easy to take care of if you have the right weaponry. Yeah, we took them down. Now, let's see if we can get Tigers or maybe the other variant of the Marauder. Let's see. Oh, we got the other variant of the Marauder here. This dude just has 2 axes, and he throws them at you. Will he throw one at me? Yep, there he goes. It's pretty easy to avoid. He's also pretty easy to kill, because he's really, really slow. Oh, we got Tigers. Okay, so these guys are just a replacement for the Hellhound, like most things are. They're very easy to kill as well. They're kind of a joke. They're never hard to kill. On later rounds, when they, like, just jump on you and claw you to death, it can be very, very annoying, because they are faster than you, and they almost never miss. Not fun when an enemy in zombies is faster than you. Okay, now on Ancient Evil, we only got 2 boss zombies we gotta take down. Those being the Giganese and the Skeletons. Both I can forcibly spawn in, so I just have to get to the Sentinel Artifact. Okay, we can activate Sentinel Artifact, and right away there should be Skeletons that spawn in. Oh yeah, here they are. So they're very annoying. The only way to kill these guys is actually getting a headshot on them. And if you don't, they basically just break, all the bones go on the floor, and they just come back to life. And another thing that's really terrible about them is they hit you very, very fast. So if there's a lot of them around, you just gotta pray and hope you don't die. Okay, so in order to spawn the Giganese, I need to look for the golden bridle. Oh, it's right here. Well, that was easy. So yeah, here he is. He is a huge boss zombie. He has 6 arms. He has spears, a shield. He's got the full package, man. And really, the best way to kill him is either a specialist or healing on salvo. Kind of the same thing with the Blightfather. He's just a fucking tank. Takes all the damage, and when he dies, he just kind of goes flying, and it's kind of hilarious. Yeah, now we can move on to Dead of the Night, and I'm gonna be honest, I don't remember how to play that map at all. So just like Ancient Evil, there's also 2 boss enemies on this map, being the Vampire and the Werewolf. They're both very, very fucking annoying bosses, I am not gonna lie. And I might need a tutorial for this map, because let's face it, I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. I don't play Dead of the Night outside of videos. Who do you think I am? And we gotta look for book. Is that book? That is not book. That is second book. Is there book here? That is... I need a tutorial. Hold on. Okay, it should be this book first. There we go. Then this book. Then this one. Well, I messed it up, so we're gonna restart. Okay, so it's that one, this one, and finally, this one, right? Okay, this should open and give me something. If it's trash, I am going to be sad. So I'm going to try and get a Pack-a-Punch open without a tutorial, and I'm already misremembering what the hell I'm supposed to do. Okay, here's the vase. I got to fill this up with 4 souls. Okay, we got to gaze into the stone, and what are we getting? Okay, that is, that's a perk machine, but what perk machine? I don't know. Okay, in the meantime, let's just fill another one up. Okay, let's see what our gaze is. Oh, it's a painting. That should be very, very easy. Oh, is this it? I got a reveal. Now I have to follow a ghost lady, and this is going to be very annoying, because you never know where she's going to end up. Okay, well, I can't follow her anymore. She's gone beyond my limits of being able to buy more doors. So let's do this last stone. Okay, let's gaze into it. What are we gonna get? Clock. That is probably the easiest one we can get. Oh, I found it. Now we're just gonna sit in this area until it ends. And now I can get my first tuning fork out of 3. And I need this to unlock Pack-a-Punch. Can I get my tuning fork? Okay, there we go. And now I gotta follow this lady again. I had the points to open the door. Now where is she gonna go? That is the question we all want to know the answer to. Oh, it's this tombstone right here? Well, there's our second tuning fork. Now we just gotta find the correct perk. Oh, I think that's it right there. Am I really this lucky? I really am this lucky. Okay, I forget. What do I need to do? Wait, isn't there vampires that spawn in? Yeah, here they are. They're just kind of really fast and make your screen red, which also is very disorienting. Yeah, they're just vampires. I don't... Yeah, that's it. That's all she wrote, man. Now I got my last tuning fork. But I need to get silver bullets before I go into the Pack-a-Punch to fight the werewolf off. Okay, now I got silver bullets on my Mog 12. I just gotta head to the Pack-a-Punch area. Gotta open this shit up. Now the werewolf, he spawns in pretty much right away. He's kind of just waiting for you. And he just jumps from tree to tree. There he is. This dude is an absolute bullet sponge, and unless you have the silver bullets, he really just won't die that fast. I don't even know if silver bullets really have an effect. Oh, no, they do. They definitely do. Okay, yeah. Now, this dude spawns in very infrequently, so it's not like he's a pain in the ass. He rarely ever spawns in. Oh, I killed him. But yeah, the dude, he's a big enemy. He's... you know, not hard to take care of. Again, kind of a joke, like a lot of the BO4 zombie bosses are. But we have one more map to get on, so I'll see you guys in Alpha Omega. Okay, now I believe Alpha Omega has some of the most boring zombie bosses ever seen. They're not even anywhere unique. They're very stupid, make no sense to even have. I get that Alpha Omega is supposed to make a remaster, so they're trying to like remastered bosses as well. I don't understand. But the 3 I'm covering this map is the Lightning Hound, the Jolting Jack, and the Nova Gas Bomber. Again, they're all just different variants of what we've seen before. So, that shouldn't be too hard to cover. I have to turn on the power before any of them spawn. I got the power on, and the Lightning Hounds should spawn in, like, right after you do that. And when I say they are a different looking hellhound, I mean it. There's nothing different about them other than their look. So there's not too much to talk about. They're just zombie dogs with electricity around them, and they're blue. Man, Treyarch really had their shit together when they were making this map. Okay, I gotta turn the ventilation system, and eventually the Nova Gas Bomber should spawn in. Yeah, here he is. As you can tell, he's pretty much just like an a new and improved Nova Crawler, and it isn't just you shoot him and he explodes in gas. These guys buff the normal zombies, like how the water catalyst does in Voyage of Despair. These guys do the same thing, except way worse. They make the zombies literally on crack. They make them extremely fast, extremely tanky with health, and overall, just the absolute worst thing you could ask for in a zombies game. I don't know who ever made these, but they need to just not ever touch zombies again. Okay, we have restored the systems. Just got to give it 1 second. Oh, okay, that was the last zombie. I got to head up to the surface, and I should find the jolting jack kind of just chilling. Oh, yeah, here they are. Most of them kind of spawn on top of the roof. Oh, here they are. But they also teleport around, so they're kind of like the moon and Nova Crawlers again, where they're just kind of teleport. But these dudes also shoot electricity at you, or lightning. And I don't think it blinds you, but it just kind of damages you. So they're kind of stupid. Yeah, Alpha, Omega, and BO4 in general just had some of the worst boss zombies ever. But now we're done with BO4. We can move on to Cold War, which I guess has a good variety of bosses. So I'll see you guys on D Machine. So now on to our last game of the video, which is Cold War. And on D Machine, there's only 2 boss zombies we're going to cover, which is the Megaton and the Plague Hound. And both of those, I believe, only spawn in after you turn on power. So I'm just going to quickly do that. Okay, so we did get to a dog round. And these Plague Hounds, they're literally just a Hellhound, but as a Nova Gas variant, I guess. No, they're fast, they're weak, but when you kill them, they explode into Nova Gas. And on this game, it's not really too big of a deal. The gas doesn't really do too much damage. I mean, if there's a lot of dogs hitting you, there's a lot of gas everywhere, you can die kind of quick, but I really don't know how you could ever die against these dogs. It just doesn't make any sense. Oh, the Megaton spawned. Okay. Now here he is. He's a big green Nova Gas kind of dude. And he is, I think one of the better bosses in zombies as well. He's kind of like alongside the Margwa, the Panzer. And if you don't have the right weaponry to kill this dude, good luck. Have fun. But once you kill the first version of him, he splits into 2 different ones. And, well, if you have Ring of Fire, they're going to die instantly. Now, I made that look really easy, and I made him kind of look pathetic. But, honestly, that boss is very, 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 very solid. I wouldn't even say there's really any downsides to him other than maybe him spawning in multiple times in one round. But, other than that, amazing boss. So, the worst boss zombie in Cold War, and honestly, one of the worst ones I've ever seen, is the Mimic. It is absolute trash. And if you like it, you got a problem with yourself. I don't know what's going on in that brain of yours. I kind of just gotta wait until I see items spawn on the ground, because the Mimics, they mimic items. And I don't necessarily know if I have to turn on power or not, so I'm just gonna play the map normally. And until I find one, I'll get back to you guys then. Oh, here's a Mimic. Okay, so this dude, I mean, he just kind of looks like Venom a little bit. If you've seen that movie before. The best way to kill him is just shooting his face. I mean, yeah, he kind of died instantly. Now, the main reason why that dude is so bad as a boss zombie is on the later rounds, there is so many that can spawn in at one given time. Like, there can be an abundance of Mimics and a small amount of the zombies. It's just ridiculous. Like, I don't know what Treyarch was cooking. Now on our second to last map, which is Mauer Toten, and this map technically has 4 different enemies, being the Disciple, the Tormentors, the Tempest, and if you want to get specific, the Cransy Soldat. I don't think I'm gonna do the Cransy just simply because it's just a carbon copy of the Panzer. Like, yeah, it's technically a little bit different, but we all know that it's really just a Panzer in a more updated way, so I'm just gonna do the Disciple, Tormentors, and Tempest. So we can find our first boss zombie, which is the Tempest. Is he gonna spawn right here? No, he's not. Okay. That means he's gonna spawn over here. And the Tempest is just a more updated version of the Avogadro from BO2. And here he is. He's kind of just, lightning, I guess. He's more of like crystals and shoots out lightning. He's not necessarily just the Avogadro, but I mean, he's really easy to kill. He just kind of dies. Yeah. Cold War didn't really have much going on in the boss zombie department. So now we can move on to the Disciple. And he will spawn after this ritual kind of starts. I mean, he's right here. Now, the Disciple is kind of just a normal zombie that flies around. He's somewhat strong. He boosts all the zombies around him. He kind of takes control of them. And he's just very fucking annoying. He does suck the soul out of you as well, so you're going to lose health. And as long as you hit him in the face and have a somewhat decently powerful weapon, you can easily kill him. He's kind of also a joke. It's a reoccurring theme on the newer COD games where the boss zombies just are just very stupid. Okay, well, the Cransy spawned in before the Tormentors, so I guess I got to show this dude off. I mean, here he is. He has a flamethrower. His other thing, I can't quite remember. What is it? Oh, so he just shoots a fireball and he just has a flamethrower. My man has a arsenal of weapons, dude. My man's going in. And he's actually very tanky as well. So, again, if you don't have the right weapons, this man going to fuck you up, bro. You ain't gonna stand no chance. Finally, we got to the Tormentor round. I thought it would have been like round 10, and it was round 15. So the Tormentors are kind of like really fast napalm zombies. So they just run at you and explode. Like that. And if you don't have jug or armor, they can do a lot of damage to you. But since they're like the dog rounds, essentially, there's a rehash of the hellhounds. They're very weak, so they're kind of a joke and not really hard to kill. Now we still got one more map to do, and then the video will end. So I'll see you guys on Forsaken. Okay, now we're on our last map, and in order to get the boss zombie to spawn in, which is the Abomination, that is literally what it's called, I have to get to the very, very end of the map. So you're gonna give me a second. Okay, we've got to the part where the Abomination will spawn in. I just have to get over to this teleporter here. I should spawn in 3, 2, 1. Okay, I was wrong. Now, he's actually just kind of like a dog version of the Margwa from Black Ops 3 Shadows of Evil, if you remember that. Oh, God, this dude charges at you. Kind of the same idea. You have to shoot his heads when they're open. Unlike the Margwa, you can actually just shoot the hell out of him. It doesn't do much damage, but, I mean, you know, if you have Ring of Fire, anything dies easily. But yeah, that was the Abomination. Not too crazy. I'm not a fan of it. It's kind of stupid. But that was every single boss in Zombies. So quickly, I will just go over the Vanguard zombie types. Even though I don't own the game, I do have pictures shown up here. But the first one is the Boom Schreier. I don't know what he does. I'm gonna assume he just kind of runs at you and explodes. I honestly don't really know. Now next is the Sturmkrieger, if that's how you say it right. Now I believe this dude just shoots at you, which is one of the stupidest things you could ever do. Why can a zombie operate a weapon? Something like the Panzer, where it shoots one projectile at you at a time. That's a perfect boss. No problem with that. But something that has an actual gun. I think it's a minigun as well. That is just stupid. And the other two, from my knowledge, they're like gods or something. You have the Zabala and the Cordyfex. I literally don't know how to pronounce them shits. I don't know what they do, but apparently they're like gods or something. I have not a single clue at all. But that was every single boss in Call of Duty Zombies. But if you did enjoy the video, make sure you leave a like and subscribe. If you got any great ideas for me to try out, let me know. And I hope you guys have an amazing rest of your day, night, morning, whatever time it is for you. And I will see you guys in the next video. Peace out. I love every single one of you.